We are one adventure at a time. Dave, Carrie, and Rudolph. We are excited to start our third year of full-time living and traveling in our tiny home on wheels. Join us as we travel North America, exploring and sharing the beauty around us. Today's destination is Black Canyon of the Gunnison National Park. But after looking at the 10-day weather forecast, we notice a heat wave is moving into this region. And with no cabin air conditioning, we change our plans and head to higher elevations, cooler temperatures, and hopefully some water to swim in. Well, we found our cooler temperatures, but arriving on a Friday night, will we be able to find a boondocking location?
Thank you. Really? That's cool.
Uh-oh. Oh, it's okay, Roots. I know, you don't like thunder.
That was a close one.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I had a couple of really close ones.
Rudolph's not happy about it. So that was a very big thunderstorm. Rudolph was having a hard time. So we ended up putting him back here with Dad, closing the curtains so it's nice and dark. How you doing, Rudolph? You doing better, Dad?
Yeah, he's doing a lot better. He's not shaking, vibrating.
I know.
He's still breathing a little bit hard, but much better than before.
Yeah, so he got it all dark. Dad's got his leg over him, and he even ate a treat, so he's doing good.
Today we are in Colorado, about 15 miles outside of Leadville. And this is the Twin Lakes area, and we are right on Twin Lake. And we are in the midst of other van lifers. So we finally found company here, which is nice. And Mark and Giselle were kind enough to invite us in to stay in their little camping area here, which we very much appreciate. Thank you. And anytime that you camp this close to a beautiful area like this, next to a lake, you're gonna find other people, or you can, and we like this opportunity to meet other people and enjoy the view. We're looking forward to exploring the area and taking you along. We're gonna do a quick hike right from camp. It's only about a 4-mile round trip, if I understood correctly, and there should be an old motel or hotel that was built maybe 100 years ago. I don't know all the details yet, so this should be fun. We're hiking right from camp, and we're hitting a trailhead just above the camp here. Come on, Rudolph. Lead the way. Lead the way, big dog.
Built in 1879, James Dexter had a vision for a luxury retreat for the wealthy. Interlaken Resort was considered Colorado's most beautiful resort in the late 19th century. Guests came to ride horses, fish, hunt, and cruise the lake in steam-powered boats. But at the turn of the century, the first Twin Lakes Dam was built, causing sections of the lake to become shallow and stagnant, and the only road to the resort was covered. Guests opted to stay away, which eventually closed the resort, and the buildings fell into disrepair. Once again threatened in 1970 by the raising of the Twin Lakes Dam, the resort was placed on the National Register of Historic Places. In 1979, the Bureau of Reclamation, along with thousands of hours of volunteer time, had the main buildings moved 150 feet to where they stand today.
It was built in 1895. That's cool. And it's been restored.
Wainscoting, people call it different. And I do love the two-tone, walnut and oak, and licensed 2 oaks.
Yeah, it's nice. Beautiful architecture.
You can tell Americans were thinner back in the day.
That's what I said. People were smaller. Shorter too.
I learned that people are smaller and they had a lot less clothes back in the 1800s. Although the square footage of this is quite a bit bigger than our van. This is super narrow. I'm just about touching both sides as I go up. And it feels like you're going up a ladder. Didn't look like this place was 3 stories from outside. Oh wow. Great view from up here. It's a good place to watch a thunderstorm roll in.
To give a formal introduction because we pulled up to the lake last night, Friday night, and Giselle and Mark invited us into the superb spot.
Like right
Thank
there.
you. And this morning, Dave and Erica showed up and invited us on this hike. And everybody has a ProMaster.
Yes.
Yep.
You have the 156 wheelbase?
Yeah.
59.
59.
159.
Who cares?
You have the
Plus
136.
or minus 4.
And are you guys full-time?
Weekenders.
Okay, and you're based out of Denver?
Mhm.
Full-time?
Part-time.
Part-time.
Los Angeles.
Los
Yeah.
Angeles. And
Currently.
we're so happy to meet you guys. We've had the best day just meeting and talking and sharing vans.
Yeah, and stories and all kinds of stuff. No, it's been great.
It
All
has
you guys
been.
have been great.
Yes.
Other than my first one.
Just got Carrie's kayak down from the roof and Rudel has his life jacket on and he's really excited already. It's almost like he knows what's going to happen next.
You get to go. Okay. Let's
So
go.
we'll get the boat down to the water.
Oh.
It's been a long time since Rudel's got his life jacket on and actually been for a swim along the kayak, so I don't even know if he remembers how. We'll see how it goes. I think he forgot.
You want on? You might sink it.
He'll tip you over. Oh, I think I do remember last time. That was on Lake Michigan, and he did tip you over.
Riddle, we're too heavy. And this is why no cameras are going this time.
Yeah, we can't take any cameras along because they'll end up getting wet or at the bottom.
Okay, you ready? Why don't you just swim?
He has a life jacket on. He could just swim alongside.
Okay, we're going this way.
You're gonna get wet, Carrie. Stand by.
Here we go. Here we go. 5, 7, 8, 2, 1, 3.
He's got a traveling van and a master plan to show you it all if you throw in his ball. He's Rudolph.
We are leaving our spot right on the water's edge. It was beautiful and gorgeous. Lots of daytime visitors, but we knew that going into it.
And we're doing it the right way this time. We're actually leaving on a Wednesday, so that gives us the best possibility to find the nicest free camping spot from here out this week.
Well, we're not going very far. We're just gonna go explore the little town of Twin Lakes.
Yep.
And there's another dispersed camping up on the hill that overlooks the lake that Corn Dog Caravan told us about. If you don't know who that is, you can follow them on Instagram. And we're gonna hopefully go find a spot up there for the next couple of days.
Yep. This is the small town of Twin Lakes, and the building right behind the sign here is the visitor center, and across the street is the general store, a couple of gas pumps, and the Twin Lakes Inn. So not a whole lot of services here, just basic supplies. If you need major supplies, you might have to go to Leadville. Beautiful, charming, small town. So this is a 1975 Volkswagen bus, and my folks had one of these, except for it was green. back when I was a kid and we lived up in Alaska, and ever since then I do admire these when I see them. And I always wonder what it would be like to live in one of these. I know they're a lot smaller than our ProMaster, but what they lack in size, I think they make up for in character.
So Twin Lakes is a very, very small town.
Yep.
Has a general store which has not had a bathroom since 1942. That's what the sign on the door says. There is a visitor center across the street. You have your very, very basic supplies here.
It's a popular town because this is the gateway to Aspen and also Independence Pass. So there's a lot of people on bikes and motorcycles and just passing through with their RVs.
Yeah, it's very, very busy for such a small town. I think population, that sign said 30.
30, yeah. It feels like about maybe 1,000.
Right now?
Yeah, right now.
All right, I think it's time to go see if we can find a second boondocking location.
Yep.
Whoa, this is tight.
We are still camping around the Twin Lakes area, but we have moved location up on a hill here. We're in the National Forest. This is a dispersed camping area off Highway 82, about 4 miles outside of the town of Twin Lakes. That's Mount Elbert right behind the camera there in the view at 14,433 feet, the tallest mountain in Colorado. And of course, we have an amazing view of the Twin Lakes from this location. We had to get serious this time with leveling the vehicle because we're on pretty good tilt. So we actually are using rocks, which is my favorite. And then Carrie's got the leveling blocks that we actually use for a ramp to get up on these higher rocks because they're just not tall enough. But the combination is working out great. It's a lot easier to get up on rocks when you're using a ramp. I was able to set the hammock up from only one tree location and tied the other end off to our ladder on our van, which I don't recommend doing because you could cause damage. But when we installed the ladder, I put a 3/16 inch metal bar behind it to add extra support, so we're not in any danger of doing any damage.
It is the most beautiful day. The sky is bluer than it has been for some days. Big white puffy clouds and a beautiful view of Twin Lakes. And I'm quite relaxed. I should be editing, but I mean, look at this view. Right from my hammock. Our time is limited here. We were not able to procure water. I think we are down to 4 gallons. And this guy over here, the more he plays ball, the more water he drinks. So here he comes back for more. Right here. Put it right here. On the towel. Oh, good boy. Okay, are you ready? Oh, we are at 9,700 feet was 77 degrees yesterday. Just fantastic. Like I said, I should be editing, but to be honest, I edited 3 videos last week and I got burnt out. It's a lot of work. I enjoy it, I really do. But sometimes you just need a break. And man, the views are just amazing. As day turns to night, we find ourselves around the campfire with our nomadic neighbors. We are up into the wee hours of the morning sharing our experiences and our travels. Thank you for the s'mores, the fire, and the good company. We are going to start off with our favorite things. You go first.
So down at the lake, obviously being on the water and having that lake view and being able to jump in and cool off was by far my favorite thing. Up here on the hill, it is the views, every different direction you look.
Yeah. Now, of course, being down on the lake and getting up in the morning and just going for a walk is awesome. Being able to take a kayak out anytime is awesome. But it's very busy on the lake.
Yeah, I will admit there is more privacy up on the hill than the lake.
Yeah, so up on the hill, my favorite thing, of course, are the views, which you can see behind us, the pine trees, and the privacy.
Yep.
So we're gonna go right into rig size, and this is gonna be kind of all over the place.
Yeah, okay, down at the lake, so the bigger your rig is, the sooner you're gonna have to get to your campsite. So when you see an open spot, you're gonna wanna take it. If you have a smaller vehicle that has a little bit of clearance, you can wind around and go over the rocks and get closer to the actual lake itself.
Yes. And up on the hill, same thing. I wouldn't suggest bringing those Class A's or those
the long pull trailers. We did see one Class A and one long pull trailer, but your choices are going to be very limited. So the smaller your vehicle, the more choices you have.
And you're going to have the master driving skills to get those in here.
You're going to need some skills. Between the trees and the big rocks, it could be quite challenging.
Now you're going to need to just explore the area because there are a ton of boondocking. Now, the truck bed campers, the 4-wheel drives, those options are going to be endless.
You're going to have every option.
Okay, let's go into amenities. So the free camping where we stayed, there are no amenities.
Other than there are fire rings, but if you do have a fire, do check in and make sure that there's no fire ban at the time that you're here.
Now, some of the campgrounds along the shore have pit toilets and picnic tables and fire rings. We didn't see any water at any of the campsites or campgrounds.
Yeah, all the campgrounds, the pay campgrounds are all dry that we have seen so far.
Which brings us to, you're gonna need to go into Leadville most likely to get any of your amenities.
Yeah, either Leadville or Buena Vista, depending on which direction you're coming in from. Those are the 2 major towns.
There is the little town of Twin Lakes. It is very small, population of 30. The little general store is perfect for camping and fishing gear. I mean, they are stocked. When it comes to groceries, you got snacks and ice.
Typical gas station stuff.
Did you catch the stay limit here?
It is a 14-day stay limit up here in the National Forest. I think it's the same down below, but I didn't actually see anything that was marked.
Yeah. Now, our cell coverage is phenomenal here. So down on the lake, we had 4 bars of Verizon, and up here, we have 4 bars of Verizon. Of course, it depends on how many people are on the tower.
Yeah, that's actually kind of unusual so far that we've been in Colorado. We've struggled to have any cell reception anywhere that we have camped until now.
All right, of course, it's dog friendly. There's no hazards that we can see. Keep your dog on a leash because there are a lot of people just kind of out and about. And the camp spots are not very private, so they will be driving by your camp spot. So keep an eye on your dog.
Yeah. I will say that there has been thunderstorms coming in most evenings. So if you are tent camping or you just need somewhere to set up where you're not going to get wet, make sure you bring a good rain fly.
Yes, absolutely. So I think we covered it all.
I think that's it.
Okay.
We appreciate you watching our videos and we hope to see you next week.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we might be in Leadville next week.
Okay.
Okay. Happy boondocking, happy camping, get out and explore, and we'll see you next week. We are on our way to Independence Pass. You can't be this close and not go see the highest point you can drive over the Continental Divide.
Well, it's the highest paved road over the Continental Divide.
Okay. I had Dave pull over because the view is just too stunning to not get out and take a picture, even though we're along the side of this highway.
Yeah, and it drops straight down. If you would like to support our channel, please consider becoming a patron, or check out our new merchandise at oneadvantureatatime.com. We also have stickers available in our website store. Thank you for watching.